It's just that I open it up and say, get it the hell out of here, and people show up.
Mm-hmm.
I had a hell of a time getting rid of it last year, nobody wanted it.
Really?
Yeah.
I got some big chunk oak logs, probably perfect for you.
Perfect.
Just like I say, when you get a chance, we'll
I-
bring them
yeah.
over and I'll load them
Maybe
up.
Friday.
Okay.
Give it a shot. I'm hoping a day off Friday.
Yeah, I got about 5 or 6 big oak logs.
Beautiful.
Yeah, 8-footers.
Take them.
The guy who took all the rest of the stuff didn't want those because he doesn't like splitting them because you have to pick them up. Oh, we're on it. Okay. All right, we're bringing the October 7th Budget Committee meeting to order. The first thing on the agenda is election of officers. We're open to nominations for chair.
I nominate Dave DeLong.
I second it.
Anybody else? Anybody else? All right, if there are no more nominations, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Unanimous.
You can vote no for yourself, Dave.
I'm abstaining. Okay, vice chair, nominations for vice chair.
I nominate Karen.
I'll second. Are there any more nominations? All in favor? Unanimous.
Who did we just vote for?
Vice Chair.
Yeah. You?
We don't have anything else, right? Okay.
Unless you want to vote as secretary. It's up
Yes.
to you. No, I'm not.
You're the one who has to put it all
I'm
in
gonna turn these up.
again.
Oh, I'm not.
Okay, we have a quarterly review that for the first one.
Well, we weren't able to do the fourth quarter of 2025.
Right.
Did you want to start
That's what
there?
I was gonna do, the fourth quarter of 25.
Yeah. So if you're looking at your reports up in the left-hand corner, this is Lyman dash 2025.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Give you a chance to go through it and look at it.
I have a question. Just, can you tell me how much of the bottom line number of unexpended balance, 349.8, went back to general fund and what impact that had on your rate?
The 349, 849 will go back to
All of
general
it goes
fund.
back to general fund? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and the only effect it would have on mill rate is if the select board decided to take some of the general fund, but it has to be done during the budget.
Oh, and that's what you were talking
Yeah.
about. That was
So-
voted on that town meeting. and
Yeah.
It was like 100,000 or
Yeah,
something
they
like
took, I don't know
that.
how much they took.
Oh, no, we took like, I think 900,000.
So
yeah.
this
We
ends up-
applied
this goes back
900,000.
in- Was this before or after the budget was the town meeting? So this number was included in the surplus when you.
No, so when we do the surplus talk, it's what we have at that point
Okay, so
in
this
time.
wasn't included yet.
Right, we
Okay.
don't estimate out to the end of June,
Yeah.
trying to figure out what we're going to spend and what we're not going to spend, because you never know. That's a risk challenge. So the 900,000 was what we had in the kitty. Basically, if you look at when you go to town meeting, and I can bring it to here too, is I do a synopsis. This is what our audited fund balance is. This is what we've allocated out of that fund balance for the current year. These are the bills I have to pay for the first 3 months of the new fiscal year. And this is what we have to apply to the fund balance.
So the answer is that doesn't actually get involved until next year.
Correct.
This will increase the surplus. I guess we're not calling it surplus.
Technically, it's fund balance.
Fund balance.
Yeah.
Fund balance, that's what we used to call it, surplus, now it's fund balance.
Well, it means the same thing, really.
Okay. Any more questions? Seeing none, let's go on to the next one. Any questions on this one? This was the first quarter of 26, right?
Correct.
I have one, and Jeanette, don't hate me for asking this probably again.
I would never do that.
Sorry, I'm gonna pause real quick. Someone just texted me, they think the YouTube's out, so I don't know if you want to restart it.
It's been freezing, Karen,
You
so
have to
that's not your
restart it,
fault.
How do I do
Oh,
that?
no, they said it's working now.
Uh-oh, it's working.
I wasn't trained on restarting.
No, we're good. We're live. It might have just flipped its, they've had some issue, I guess, with
Okay.
YouTube.
It's been kicking out. So,
Yeah.
like, it kicked out last night's meeting. So I texted Lindsay, but she had already noticed it.
The electrician,
Yep.
and I know when he bills, it shows up, blah, blah, blah. But do I know, don't laugh at me.
Don't-
But we don't budget anything for it? We don't anticipate or budget anything for it?
No. So I did up a scenario. I'm writing a note here to email you to you guys because the question came up last night as well. So basically, he charges a fee whenever somebody needs an electrical permit, and say it's $100. He charges $100. The town gets $10 out of that for administrative cost. And then his mileage is deducted from that balance. And then whatever is left over is what we pay him in payroll. So it's completely based, it's completely,
So he's considered a town employee?
he is. That was the way it was when I
He's
came.
the
That's
electrical
why it's
inspector.
there.
Yeah.
Correct.
You probably ought to call him electrical inspector, I guess. Call him an electrician, it sounds like we got an electrician on the
Right.
payroll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the inspector. So I just created a self-funded fund balance. And just to go back a little bit, so funds are basically pots of money. Where is it coming from? So I just created a self-funded fund balance for Bugging Park because we're renting out the Pines over there. So there's a self-funded fund balance there because there's going to be expenses and fees through the drier months. So I'm planning on moving him over to that because he's really self-funded and only $10 goes to the town. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
gonna be on the
I
bugging
hope never to ask.
fund, or are you gonna have his own fund?
No, the fund is called self-funded.
Oh, so
So there will be like a department for Bunganuck Pines. There'll be a department for electrical inspector. So that makes more sense that it would be over there. And I think less confusing because we don't budget anything for that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And I'll send that email out that I sent out this morning explaining all of that so you guys have it.
That's a good idea. I like that, Jeanette.
Jeanette,
Uh-huh,
under 11 Town Hall, other,
uh-huh.
page 3, the library fund shows a year-to-date net of 11,497 and the unexpended balance of negative
Yep.
11,000. What is that library fund?
So when we reviewed the library last year during budgets, the old, what year is that, 2025 budget was put into the 2026 budget. And I missed it when I put it in. Everybody who reviewed it missed it. Eventually, we might have to go to town meeting, but we're kind of waiting it out to see if anything else crops up. And we're also waiting it out to see, do we have money somewhere else that we can use to replace that?
Okay, so basically, those are library operating costs?
Yes, so they send us a whole budget and it is the salaries, the benefits, the operating cost. And then you guys vote on one line item. So what happened was I'll admit, I put the 2025 in the 2026. And during review, we never caught it. So we're kind of trying to figure out, are we going to have to go to town meeting? If something else pops up, we're kind of waiting to make sure that we have one special town meeting and not a bunch. Or maybe there's something in here that we can use to cover that.
To cover that and
Yeah.
fund it, okay.
Yeah, that
So
was
basically, we're looking to
mistake on our.
fund 998, 1190, 998.
11,497.
Okay.
Yeah, 11,497.
Couple lines above that, the mileage and travel for
ELE
state elections
electrical,
of electrical.
the inspector. So he gets the wage and he gets the mileage.
Um, The 125 ACO,
Yep.
I mean, we're not that far into 2026's budget yet.
Yep.
And it looks like they're gonna run out of funds.
So AWS, the Animal Welfare Society, we pay them a contract. I think it's 4,600, 6,200, something like that. So that contract's been paid in full for the year.
Okay, so that's why it dropped
That's
from
why-
8,600 to 1,500.
That's why it looks pretty low.
Okay.
So the other $400 is the money that we've been putting in case there's one of those emergencies that we had a few years ago, where we had a dog and we didn't know if it had ever had a rabies shot. So we had to get it tested. So we put that into our budget when we talked about it. And that's what that extra money is for.
And I guess the same question I had for 129, social services. There's no budget left?
So on that particular line, Sue, you guys voted to fund Life Flight for what they asked for. So I've already paid that bill as well.
Okay, so this is
But the
for like-
GA, the
Okay.
GA portion is still there
Okay.
until the next warrant anyway.
Okay.
That was for Life Flight.
And mowing under 142 for roads. We only have $600 left through next June.
For roads, because the mowing for the roads is completed
Through next June.
through next June because they don't mow the
The
roads.
side mowing of the sides of the road.
Yeah.
Mowing.
They don't mow those until after July when the grass
okay,
starts
yeah.
getting
Yeah,
taller.
because he's trying to get everything clear out, so that's where the snow's gonna go. I've seen, he's done a lot of work out there. this year.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
okay. So we pay that once a year and it's through the summer because that's when they do the side mowing.
Yeah. Okay. That was all the questions I had.
You had all the same ones I did, so thank you for asking them.
There you go.
Whipped right through 'em.
Any more questions?
Really quick question, is there anything for eco on this budget or no, is that?
For eco-made, for what?
Is that being kept tracked for the food diversion program that's gonna be starting up, is that gonna be kept track of in here as well or no?
So the food diversion program right now is being funded by a grant.
Okay, right,
So everything, I'm so sorry. Everything that we've purchased
has gone through the grant,
has gone through the grant, and that's in a different section.
okay,
I do believe we put in what, $5,000?
something like that.
Yeah, something small in the transfer
Or
station
maybe
budget.
3 or something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
it was pretty small.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
No more questions? Hey, we have discussed Zoom on the agenda.
So
Somebody else
I
wants to discuss it.
I'll bring it up again. I'm not hopeful, but I'll just bring it up again. But I just think it would be a great idea if we had Zoom available in case someone broke a leg.
Don't look at me when you say that.
You know, or say I got stuck at work, but I can still attend by Zoom, which I can. You know, just, it would be beneficial, I think, to all of us. I mean, yes, we can just miss a meeting, that can happen, but I mean, I just think it'll be a benefit to be able to attend by Zoom and participate in our duly elected positions.
Who's gonna handle it?
Karen,
No, I don't think Karen wants to handle Zoom too.
if you
I
click
don't
on it and it
mind.
goes.
I wouldn't mind handling Zoom, but
It's
if I'm
easier
not
than
here, I
YouTube.
can't handle it. I can handle it from home.
Right, so maybe if you weren't here, I mean, it can be handled anywhere remotely too, but it's literally click on it and it says start. That's all that is for Zoom.
Because the link gets set up by Lindsay when she does the agenda.
I mean, maybe she could have it running before she leaves that day. You know, if we know we need it. But I just think that this just would be beneficial. I think even Karen, you mentioned it would have been nice to have Zoom. And maybe it would help with people when they're traveling, you know, if they still can attend, so we don't have to keep rearranging meetings. It's just trying to find the best way for us to serve in our positions as elected officials. And I know, you know, previous to being on any committee, it's been beneficial if someone needs to use it. It's not often, but it can happen, and I just don't see any reason for not being able to offer it. It's just if it's a circumstance that comes up. It's not, I'm not looking for anyone to participate all that time, every single meeting that way, but just if something comes
The
up.
thing you have to remember, that if we go on Zoom, everything that we have has to be available to the people online.
That can be emailed easily.
To everybody that signs up, who's gonna do that?
Well, so
Emails it. Usually
when
we
you
have it.
when we set up the meeting, if it's gonna be Zoom, Lindsay puts a link in there and we have all of the stuff and you can just click on it and
It's right there.
click on the packet.
Why would anybody use Zoom?
I know.
Well,
We don't, if one or two of us are out, we still have a quorum.
Right, but I think the fact that, you know, it's like, it's just to be able to say, if you want to participate, which I would want to, I mean, I think it's no different than, you know, I don't want to use Zoom, but if it came into the point where, like, say I'm just getting out of a trial and I want to be able to jump on really quick on my phone and do it and participate, it's so different than we rearrange meetings when someone has a vacation, even after we schedule the meeting. This could help alleviate that as well. You know, if someone still wants to participate and do it that way while they're traveling, or say the last minute relatives come to visit, but they're out to dinner or something and you still want to participate, you can. I just, you know, that's the way I've done business for years, be able to participate in things, and it worked really
That
well.
wants to talk.
So just a scenario that happened, and Matt was in my office one day for like 2-3 hours, and I saw him the next day heading back to the station, and he called me and he said, I just tested positive for COVID. So he had like exposed me, and we had a meeting that night with the fire commission and with Dayton, and so we participated by Zoom. He looked like I look now. I was fine, but that's just one of the scenarios that can happen.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to Zoom. I think it's helpful. I think for these types of reviews, quarterly reviews, maybe it's not as critical that we all be there, we all participate, whatever. But definitely when we're in budget cycle and we're getting into the nitty gritty, if I was sick but could participate in Zoom, or if I was traveling and could participate by Zoom, I would.
I like your point. I think if we wanted to limit it to that, not quarterly, but
Right.
the other
To the-
meetings that we have, I'd be amenable to that.
Yeah, I don't think we need it for all the meetings. I agree with
Yeah.
Karen.
I think, because quarterlies, we can look at really quick and send an email to the whole board, hey, I can't make it, but these are my questions.
Yeah.
But I think when there's discussion for the full budget and we're going over things, having Zoom for those would be
As
beneficial.
far as I'm concerned, if Jeanette's not here, I'm not gonna have a meeting.
Oh, correct.
I gotta be able to
I've
reach
been,
out and touch
I've
you.
been, I've been deathly ill for a week now, and I'm here for you,
I know, I
Dave.
appreciate that.
I'd like to move the
How
question.
long I'm gonna hold my head
Okay,
up, I
move
don't
the
know.
question. If somebody wants to make a motion, they can.
I make a motion that we institute Zoom for not quarterly meetings, but all meetings for the budget cycle that we're in, Zoom policy for those, and not for quarterlies.
I'll second that.
I guess I'm not, these are quarterly meetings,
Right.
Correct.
so you don't want Zoom for the quarterly
No,
meetings?
we'll just forego that, but just for like the regular meetings where we discuss the full
The
budget
next budget.
as a committee member, because the quarterlies are usually short and they're not, we don't need to, we can send our questions in advance, those are pretty easy.
Okay, you're seconding it? Write this down.
There is a policy I believe you all have to sign at some
Yeah.
point too.
Which we can fix it so it's just for, not including the quarterlies, correct? We can state that.
Yeah, we can do that,
Okay, thank you.
unless you guys want to do quarterlies too.
I mean, I'd be fine with it, but I understand everyone's reasoning.
All right, motion, is any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Tie means it doesn't get done.
Okay.
You okay, bud? I'll make it, I hope.
You might want to.
All right, any other issues? Yes.
We're in the process of preparing budgets right now. So if you guys as a committee need something, you need to get that to me by October 31st.
I think I
That
did.
we all, did we all decline the stipend? I didn't even know the stipend passed for us.
Yeah, it passed.
Okay, so did we all decline or just some of us? I don't.
Just
I don't
some
want
of you.
names,
Just some of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then, if there is nothing further,
How do we go about getting any information to you if anybody comes up with an idea for a budget need? Not that I foresee one.
you got my email?
Just email.
Yeah, email me. Yeah,
I would say email the whole board.
Yeah, you can email the whole board.
Yeah.
Is the stipend, I guess it brings up a good point. Some of us have declined and some of us have not. Do we need to vote on whether we do
No, we don't.
or
It
not,
was-
or just
We
those
were,
people?
we
that-
were given it whether we wanted it or not,
Yeah,
but we get to back out of it.
okay,
So some of us are getting, I don't want the names.
Individually, you
I don't
get to
want
say
names.
no.
Yeah.
Some of us have refused it, some of us have accepted it. That's fine.
I didn't know if it just required a vote to be overall.
No, because
One or the other.
we can't, we did have a vote when
Right, we
when
did.
they asked us if we wanted it.
Right.
And we said no, but they gave it to us
They
anyway.
gave it to us anyway.
I'm open for a motion to close.
I make a motion to be adjourned.
Second.
All in favor?
You beat me to it.
Thank you. Now, I don't know how we don't do minutes. So I
Yeah,
don't know how
well,
we.
the recording can
Oh, that's-
be your
okay, good,
minutes.
Good, so I don't have to write.
If I remember, this is how we voted last time, is that YouTube would stand for our minutes.
Oh, yes, I think we did.
I think we did,
Yes.
so